And good afternoon, race fans. Welcome to Today at the Races, presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stanton Salter, along with our odds maker, Keith Fustel. Well, spring is here, the sunshine is here, and things are going to really heat up this afternoon as we have the biggest carryover in the country. We're not the second biggest, not the third biggest, the biggest carryover in the country. There it is, over 295,000 in that 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6 starting in race 4 today.
Just keeps growing and growing and growing. Right, a state record, if I read the release correct.
Record.
Yeah, so you got to love it. Well over 300 today you're going to target on a card. I've got a smaller ticket today the way I'm strategizing things. I think the weekend, they may take it down today. I think the weekend looks really interesting, and it holds a lot of values and options to maybe take this thing down as well. But you have to have a strategy every time you approach this bet. I've got mine today. You should have yours. But looking forward to a great day of racing and finally some warm weather. If Clem Florio said, I'm going to give you a beating if you say anything bad about the weather today. I don't want to hear that it's too hot.
Yeah, it's going to be up in the 80s. So we showed you the pit. Let's go ahead and show you the track conditions and the weather and everything. Get right to it. There's the track. We should have a perfect playing fast track today. And let's show you the weather. Up into the 80s today. 80s and sunny. First race post time 1:10. And, we're on the turf tomorrow. Yes. 3 races on the turf tomorrow. And we're just 1 week away from our big day. A week from tomorrow, Saturday, April 21st, we have 5 stakes here, part of our Spring Stakes Spectacular, Saturday, April 21st. Let's get right to it, though, here. Okay. Race 1 is going to kick off the early pick 5. Both your pick 5s here at Laurel Park. Your best bet with that industry-low 12% takeout on both pick 5s. Your early pick 5, starting in race 1, is always a mandatory payout. Let's take a look here. Race 1, we're going a flat mile, claiming 11,000 for straight 3-year-old fillies. We have a video spotlight to show you your top pick here, the 2, Grecian Dancer for trainer Hugh McMahon. Let's show you the race from March 23rd here at Laurel Park at this level, going a mile and a 16th, a real good second this day. And here's the race from March 23rd.
Yeah, rematch of sorts, Stan, of several of these runners this afternoon. Flying Phillips was able to get the lead. You're going to see the eventual winner, One Last Cat, who's back in the day. Is going to be a short price to get the lead. But far turn run, this horse was taken wide. Grecian Dancer from the 1 hole. Continued wide, 4 and 5 wide. This is the final 1/8 of a mile. Gaining ground steadily. I know this was at the mile and a 16th distance, but I like to turn back. I think we're going to see a more substantial late run from Grecian Dancer, save a little bit more ground, as late action will have some speed to entertain the pace, along with Flying Phillips and One Last Cat. Grecian Dancer, the heavy favorite, well, solid favorite right now at 6-5. Could end up the favorite. It was tough for me to, between the 2 and the 3, but a little edge here. Grecian Dancer just needs to save a little bit more ground this afternoon.
I like the 2. We both like the 3. I have the 3 on top. One Last Cast, who you just saw in that video ahead of Grecian Dancer. That was the first time going a mile and a 16th for this 3-year-old daughter of Algorithms for trainer John J. Hartzell Jr. Ricardo Chappie was aboard that day. He's back aboard today. I'm hoping he can maybe get the jump on Grecian Dancer like he did last time. But they all figure to be right there. We all both like the 6 as well. I have the 6 in my exacta. All good times. A nice light weight assignment here. 108 with the 10-pound apprentice Ty Pustina aboard. This filly takes a little bit of a drop here for trainer Elizabeth Brand, but she's going to have to wake up and do a little bit better today.
Yeah, it doesn't have a whole lot of early speed and just kind of a mild late kick of sorts, but the drop should help. Taking a look, going back on the trainer stats, yes, she's 0 for 10 for the year, but she's about 12% over her career with drops is Elizabeth Brand. Shedding some weight, all good times, could make a mild run into it, no doubt. I think Mo Money Monica, I liked last time, again, was caught wide, shortening up, a good maiden breaking score 2 races back. I expect a little bit more punch out of the 5 this afternoon.
All right, so let's turn the page here. Race 2 is going to kick off the early pick 4. We're going 6 furlongs here in the second race, claiming 10,000 for straight 3-year-olds or older horses. Never won 3, so a dual condition here. I have the 6 on top here. Henry the King for trainer Hugh McMahon. I believe we have a stat you have for trainer Hugh McMahon on this 5-year-old Henry the King with Edwin Gonzalez aboard today. It gets should benefit on a class relief today.
This might be the stat you don't want to see. Now, we're not trying to kind of rail on somebody at all, but as a gambler, sometimes we're looking at angles against shorter price horses, and this is one. Henry the King. He's going to be awfully short now. We've got the scratch of legal precedent, but Hugh McMahon does a very good job year in and year out. But one thing we've caught a little little kind of chink in the armor. 0 for 16 with dirt runners at Laurel, going allowance to claiming, as is this horse this afternoon. I know it was a race at Charlestown, really didn't fire at all. Yeah, has some, a little bit of speed to target. Some of the speed has been taken out with legal precedent, but at a short price, I'm going to use them underneath and exact, as I think Off-Road's going to be my top selection in here. May get the jump on this field.
All right, so Henry the King is going to be my top pick. See if McMahon can break that streak of droppers here. The horse has good form here at Laurel Park, 5 for 7 overall in the money. This will be the third race back off a long layoff and taking a drop. So see if Henry the King can get the job done today. I like the 4 as well. Off-Road, you have Weston Hamilton aboard for Bruno Tesori. Real good very good second at this level last out.
Yeah, with a little bit of a trouble. Visual effects okay, going the right way. I think was recently claimed for by Dale. I think Off-Road has a little tactical advantage over this field. I like to key up Silver Cowboy race 3 races back where he was in front of King of Night. So I think Off-Road, maybe Cooper Smart goes ahead and sends the horse to his inside, but I think he gets the jump on the closers in here.
All right, we both like the one a little bit as well. Arizona Baby, Steve Hamilton on this 4-year-old for Marilyn McMullen. This will be the second race back off a layoff. An okay 4th last out behind Visual Effect and Off-Road. Going to have to do a little bit better today. Going to need to break sharp, breaking from the inside here, going 6 for a
Certainly, a little bit more follow, though, is in need for Arizona Baby. You'll get an okay price, even with the scratch. King of Night, though, I think is the main foe today for my top selection. King of Night, a good try off of a little bit of a break from December to January. Just missed. Ice on the Severn was a horse that strung a couple good races together for Annette Eubanks, and okay 3rd, and then up the Parks, back to a track where he's got a solid number. King of Night will be deadly from just off the pace.
All right, let's turn the page here. Race 3 is going 5.5 furlongs. We kick off the rolling super high 5 in race 3. We have a carryover in that today, $2,404 in that rolling super high 5. It starts in race 3. That's a low 15% takeout. We have it every race with 7 or more horses. So if they don't hit it in race 3, look out for it in the next race with 7 or more horses. That'll be not race 4, maybe race 5. Yeah, race 5 we don't have 7. Maybe race 6 we'll have 7. But nice carryover in the third race for that rolling super high 5 over 2,400. Let's take a look here. Race 3 going 5.5, claiming 16,000. Never won 2 lifetime for Philly and Mares 3 and up. We both like the outside horse. Coveralls for trainer Dove Houghton. He gets Jomar Torres to ride. Torres, top 5 leading rider this meet. This horse, a nice win 2 starts ago against Maiden 25 in the mud. Tried 35,000 company last out. That race a little too tough. I think the drop here today to this level gets a good outside post. Should have a nice stalking trip here. The 8 coveralls we both have on top.
Yeah, I thought this race was awfully tough. Not a real big field, but a lot of question marks in this race. Joyful Noise off the claim. Yeah, they're 2-back try, 3-back try. Probably put her over the top, and I think she's spotted well here. Not getting real ambitious. Going to hold the level off the claim. Pat McGill is tactical enough. Should be okay at the 5.5 distance. The 2 score early and often. Has a lot of gate speed. This horse, I think, will go ahead and go clear. A major drop, 35 down to 16. Will carry the field a long way. But Coverall's going to give one more shot. Maybe just tried a little bit too much last time off the maiden breaking score. That was a muddy track 2 races back. Could that be the key to the success for Coveralls? But looking at the breeding, the horse should be okay on a fast track. Very encouraging debut. Then last time, a major excuse. Caught this horse coming to the paddock. Was real fractious. Going to the paddock, into the paddock. Bad actor, and then a stumble out of the gate. Just things were not, in sync for Coveralls last time out. I like this drop here. I think she's got good positional speed. Can sit and stalk from the outside. Don't know really what to make of these Charlestown shippers. The 5, Snow Queen, and the 7, Jokers to the right.
All right, so we're both on the same horse here, the 8 coveralls in race 3. Let's get a quick commercial break. When we come back, the biggest carryover in the country today right here at Laurel Park, and our 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6 is over $295,000. Keith has a ticket for it. You should have a ticket. We'll take a look right after this.
In the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. Either way, you win. Have a stake in the race with ExpressBet.
All right, welcome back. Biggest carryover in the country today, right here at Laurel Park in our 20-cent Rainbow Pick Six, over 295,000. There it is. And last Sunday, they put over 100,000 new money into it. So if they put that into it today, we could be upwards of 400,000 when it's all said and done in our Rainbow Pick Six. All right, Keith, you have a ticket today. It starts in race 4. There's your ticket. You have 3 singles on your ticket. I like the bold play there.
Yeah, a little safe route. Do I think it go? I'm not sure. So, and that's the nice thing about this bet, especially at a 20-cent increment. Let's go back to Sunday real quick, Stan.
Right.
It still paid 300 and change.
Right.
6 of 6. Here's your winners: 240, 660, 240, and 540. Among the mix, I think the highest winner was $11. So, yeah, step in. You don't have to go a lot to make a decent score in here. And I'm going to take that approach today with a small $7 little Jack Luskin ticket. Get you started with a single in the 4th race. With the 6, Cannon's Roar gets a major assist with the scratch of the 7, Me Darling Chessie. 3 deep in the 5th with the 1, the 2, and the 8. 6th race, the 3, single, the 1 in race 7, 4 and 7 in race 8. A spread in the 9th. I think the 9th is a real scramble. That's where I'm going to take my biggest spread. $7.20 ticket.
All right, I like your single here in race 4, the 6, Cannon's Roar. That's going to be my top pick with the scratch of the 7, Me Darling Chessie at a race 4. That's who I had on top, so I end up on the 6, Cannon's Roar. So maiden 16,000, 3 and up, going 6 furlongs. We also kick off the middle pick 4 here in the 4th race. We have a video spotlight here of Cannon's Roar. Here's the race on March 24th here at Laurel at this level. He kind of threw a clunker this day, but was claimed on March 24th by Kieran McGee.
You see him out there towards the back of the pack in the clear, the 9 horse, the white silks, the white cap, a little bit of red on the sleeves, it looks like, and it just encounters trouble at a short price. He tries to kind of duck in, save a little bit of ground, tuck in behind some horses, and it kind of costs him. Just has to steady tap the brakes mid-turn, even a little bit of a sharper check, and just can't get it going. Glory Hound pulls off a nice little price. You see stymied there for several strides, not quite a 16th of a mile, but a decent amount. And this horse at this level, it's hard for these kind of horses to pick it up and really make a strong run. Even a little bit of steady there. The horse runs up behind horses towards mid-stretch. That's good enough, guys, for now. Willingly to the wire after angling out for some run. Cannon's Roar, though, I think poised off the claim. We've got a little stat here for Kieran. Look at this off the claim with maiden claimers. 3 for 12, 6 for 12 in the money with an ROI of 458. We saw it the other day, a score with Rockin' Ruth.
All right, so we both had the 6 on top. He's going to need to do better today. We showed you the troubled trip he had there in his last race. Kieran steps him up here off the claim, so that's a confident move here from a good barn. So we're both on the 6, Cannon's Roar. The 1 I have in my exact, the El Guerrero Azteca, beat and favored the last 2. Good second, though, last out from coming off the pace. This horse, he has some early speed if he can break sharp. He didn't break very good last out and came from off the pace. Vargas, you get the leading rider of the meet. Vargas aboard today, and the break's going to be the key here for the 1, El Guerrero Azteca for Chucky Howden.
Yeah, he showed he could close. Jack did a nice job. Didn't come away cleanly, as you said. He settled the horse and made a run. You've got Vargas today. Will it be all systems go from the inside? I think he'll have some speed with just to his outside, and Stomp Dance goes first off the claim. I think Cannon's Roar is just going to draft into a perfect position. You saw there, he was poised to make a run at the 3/8 the other day, got steady. I think he sits, rates, and circles and goes by this field. Going to be an awfully short price, though.
How about the 4, Candlestick Nick by Nicanor for trainer Yolanda King? Xavier Perez will ride. The horse ran okay last out on the drop, coming off a layoff. Now second off the layoff. He stays at this level one more time. Catches a soft group here. We both like the 4 a little bit, Candlestick Nick.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was hung wide, was willingly to the wire, certainly needed that race. This field, not the strongest. I can see this horse right back, just has to run the similar kind of race, and we'll be right in the mix against these.
And the 3, Stomp Dance, runs first off the claim for trainer Kenny Cox, stepping up a little bit today, gets the second leading rider of the meet, Weston Hamilton. This 3-year-old showed a little speed last out and then got a little tired. It's got to learn to finish a little bit better today. Ran a better speed figure the race 2 starts ago back in February. This will be the 3rd race back this year as a 3-year-old for the 3, Stomp Dance.
Thought somebody might reach in and grab this horse last time out. They did. They raised a good work leading up to it. An excuse. Last time at 7, a little shortening up should hurt. This horse I don't think necessarily needs the lead either. Maybe we'll let the 1 go. A good encouraging try 2 races back behind Cash Exchange. Kukulkan kind of become key horse. Kukulkan we're going to see a little bit later, I think, in the weekend at at a much higher level right now. So, yeah, Stomp Dance wouldn't surprise me at all. This horse is right there. But Cannon's Roar is going to sit a great trip.
All right, so we're both on the same top pick here. Number 6, Cannon's Roar, to kick off our Monster Rainbow pick 6. Let's take a look here at the 5th race. No carryover in our late pick 5, but as always, more money back to the better with that industry low 12% takeout on the late pick 5. Starts right here in the 5th race. We're going 5.5 furlongs. Maiden claiming 40,000, 3-year-olds and upward. I'm on the outside horse, the 8th Treetop Flyer. Some scratches in this race.
Yeah.
Scratched the 6 Glenn's Caper, 7 Stormy Patriot, and the 9 Super Causeway. So I end up on the 8 Treetop Flyer for trainer Cal Lynch. Vargas is going to ride this 3-year-old's been right there the last couple races at this level. Ran into a couple buzzsaws. Aligned the numbers 2 starts ago, and then Moonlight Shadow, who was a very impressive debut winner for Rodney Jenkins on March 30th. So this horse is in good form. He should get a perfect trip on the outside, has enough speed to put Vargas in a great spot going in that far turn.
Yeah, this looks like it should be the day for Treetop Fire, but we've seen this in the past, especially with a couple of these Cal Lynch runners. They kind of knock on the door, takes them a while to go to the top, but should have no excuses with a clean break, should be able to hound the speed to the inside. Kukulkan and Treetop Flyer got in their own little match race last time out. Treetop Flyer got the better of him through the final 1/8 of a mile. This is shortening up just a bit. I think the 1 cents, again, I like the improvement with his horse with Lasix, but going for a little bit higher price, lurking there. Star That Shines for Michael Trombetta. This horse is going to have to run better, but this is an area Trombetta does well with these layoff horses. The maiden claimers dropping back down on from maiden special weight off of time to a claiming price on the dirt. This horse is okay. I mean, a debut run going back in March of 2017 had a legitimate excuse, made a good run into it. I think the speed is going to set up, and he's going to offer value. Star That Shines to come get him in the 5th.
Yeah, he's never been off the board on a fast track, the 2 Star That Shines. So I like him coming off the layoff. Nice sharp work from the gate, going a half mile. April 3rd up there at Fair Hill. Trombetta 33% and a nice positive ROI with horses coming back off this kind of layoff. So I like the 2 as well. We both like the 1. Cool Colcan's going to have speed from the inside. This is a tough level for him, but he proved he can hang in there last time. Finished a good 3rd at 15-1. Now he's going to show speed once again from the inside today with Carlos Lopez Jr. aboard.
Yeah, I like the encouraging tries on this horse. The road's going to go through him, I believe. Treetop Flyer, he better break away cleanly and force the issue again. And this is the other thing on the 2 horses, the first time with blinkers when sprinting on the dirt. So that could also move the horse up as well. You're just going to get a little bit better value. Bad Angle Burke turning back. Didn't like that this horse wasn't protected last time. The Maryland bred jumped up off the 25, could have been in for the waiver, did not. Now back in for the 40 stand for a tag, actually 32. So Bad Angle Burke should offer a little bit more late punch than he did last time.
All right, so looks like we like the same 4 horses there in the 5th race. Let's take a look here. Race 6 going to kick off the late pick 4. We're going 5.5 furlongs here in the 6th race, claiming 15,000 for 3-year-olds and upward. My best bet of the day here is going to be on the outside. I think the 7 Wild Dreams going to get a beautiful trip for trainer Hugh McMahon. Weston Hamilton on this 5-year-old son of First Dude. A real nice allowance win 2 starts ago in the slop. Hopefully it wasn't a slop that moved him up, but he stepped up to the 2 other than last out and ran an okay number. Tipsy Moose, the winner of that race, came right back to win. He gets a little class relief today, dropping into the 15. Hamilton stays aboard. This horse should get a nice stalking trip on the outside. I'll go with the 7 Wild Dreams, see if this horse can get back in good form for Hugh McMahon.
Well, they did what they did. They claimed for 20. They've got a couple wins out of this horse. So that's why this drop really isn't really negative. You're playing the game the way it should be played.
Yep.
I don't think he's any slam dunk. I think the favoritism is going to be really tight between the 7 Wild Dreams and the 3 Parade of Nations. I'm going to try to beat the 7 with the 3. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Parade of Nations, he's just putting this horse right back at 15 again. He's tactical enough. He doesn't need the lead. He's in sharp form for Claudio. This horse is maintaining form. I think he just kind of stalks the speed of Warren Thunder goes by.
I think we'll have an active claim box here in race 6. Yeah. Parade of Nations will probably be a shake. The 7 Wild Dreams probably be a shake. So I like the 3 Parade of Nations. Looking for 3 in a row. This horse loves it here at Laurel Park. 5-time winner here at Laurel. Pimentel been winning a bunch of races for Claudio recently. So I have the 3 in my exact. I like the 5 as well here. Phil's Cocktail. An okay second last out against Open 7500. Claimed that day by Jerry Brooks, who does well off the claim. Louis Garcia Will Ride. They've teamed up for some winners around here. I think the 5 Phil's Cocktail should get a nice trip, and I think it's going to run well first off the claim for the new barn today.
Yeah, it certainly fits. The only other thing there, why off a good race for 11? You drop the 75 at Brooks. Brooks is very good off the claim of these kind of horses at this level, this kind of price tag. The 4 might hold the value. The other Hugh McMahon, when you're talking about exactas and multi-race gimmicks, but Warren Thunder's very, very quick early. He may just run them off their feet. Parade of Nation, I'm going to stay with the sharp horse. The other ones have a little bit of question marks with me. Maybe a lineup race. 4 goes to the front, Parade of Nation stalks and goes by, and just holding a little bit better value in my exacta.
Rider change there on the 4 Warren Thunder. Make the rider Arnaldo Boca Chica on the 4 Warren Thunder there in the 6th race. So, yeah, nice open 15,000 to kick off the late pick 4 here in the 6th race. Let's take a look here at the 7th race. We're going to flat miles, first level allowance contest for Maryland bred, Maryland sired horses, 3-year-olds and upward. The 1 Catane finds a nice spot here today to finally break through this Maryland bred first level allowance contest. This horse has won an open first level allowance contest. He's eligible for this spot. Vargas will ride for trainer Jonathan Maldonado, who's having a nice meet. I think today is the day for the 1 Catane, a 4-time winner here at Laurel Parks, made over 200,000. Finds a nice spot today.
Yeah, a couple scratches in here. The 14, Tim. The 7, Magritte's going to run another day as the 10, Critchelli is also out. Magritte's going to run in the sprint of maybe this type of race, Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, and you read this condition. You did it. Catane has won the Open, other than.
Yep.
What he hasn't won, I'm sorry, he's won the Open. Never won a state bred, other than.
Right.
And the 2 others. So Catane fits perfectly into this. Beat a key horse in Gisette. He's got back class. This horse is all right. I think he can go ahead, just move up. He's going to get good position with the shorter field right now. He'll have the target in Belfour. I just think he's just a more seasoned animal than Belfour and can kind of wear him down through the stretch.
So we got a cold 1-6-8 trifecta here. The 6, Belfour, good-looking maiden special weight win last out, going a mile with Vargas aboard. Now Vargas jumps to the 1 Catane, but you get J.D. Acosta on this 4-year-old for Cal Lynch. 4 for 4 in the money here at Laurel Park. In good form right now. Fired to 76 in that maiden special weight win, but this is still a big jump up here facing winners for the first time.
It is, no doubt about it. He's going to have to improve, but he's going in the right direction. A really nice final quarter mile. I know they didn't go that fast early last time, but he came home strong. Mudavarbi looked like he had him measured. He was not going to give in. He was resilient through the final 1/8 of a mile. I'm looking for a little bit of a price, maybe the 8 to use underneath Vision of Green. I'm waiting for this horse to run back to that 75, 3 races back. I know that was against a conditioned 75 company. It was good enough. Abdar, I think, went up and ran well in Open 15 or allowance after that. So Vision of Green, he's got the race in him. Maybe this is the day he's kind of run 2 clunkers. Maybe this is the time he'll jump up off the mat and run that big race. If he does, he's going to be dangerous.
Nice allowance race here. I used the 5 Broad Reach into my top 4. Good second and third at this level over the winter time. Didn't run very well against Open Allowance Company in January. He's been freshened since then, working over there at Pimlico. Forest Boys will ride. So a good-looking 4-year-old son, a great notion. Chad's done a nice job with him. See if he can get back in good form today off about a 4-month freshening.
And no disgrace at all. The 3-back Tri-Hammer Hammer, that was a horse that came down, I think, for Rudy Rod from New York, running some real gaudy numbers. A little freshening could have done this horse a lot of good.
All right, I'm Mr. Blue. Gets blinkers off today. Weston Hamilton aboard for Dale Capuano. They're a solid 40% around here in Maryland. I'm Mr. Blue. He's also coming off about a 2-month freshening. Hasn't run very well his last couple tries at this level.
One thing they're not going to do, they're not going to give him away. He's not in for a tag. He hasn't really run well since coming back from February of 2017. You see the race. He's been bet every time pretty much. Now the blinkers come off. Could this be the key to wake this horse up? They're not willing to give up on him yet.
All right, so nice allowance for Maryland Breds there in race 7 to kick off the final pick 3. Let's take a look here at race 8. 2 other than allowance feature of the day to kick off the late daily double. We're going 5.5 furlongs here, 3-year-olds and upward. I like the 4 Lakai on top, my top pick. We have a video spotlight though of your top pick here on the outside, the 7. Let's go ahead and roll that. JR's Rhythm for trainer Patrick McBurney. This horse, a nice win here and a second here. Here's the second from March 31st of last year in the slop.
Yeah, coming in and hitting the gate at the break, and this horse had a habit. There you go, just a little bit of a lean in, brushing the stall, number 6 that day. And he's kind of – this is a horse I think has got a lot of hidden talent. maybe it's going to come all together today. On his left leg a little bit wide, making a run. Just can't really run down the pulse. That was a really fast horse, right? Back in the day, like the off track. Would like to see him switch leads there. But JR's Rhythm showed a lot of potential. Horse was able to win first time out, something I always like to see horses do. It shows me they've got some class, a little bit of ability. Cycling back in the right direction, Pat McBurney, he comes down here for a reason. When he comes down here, it means, well, you're going to catch a good price on this horse. I think JR's Rhythm's got the right kind of flow up in front, too. You know, Lakai made a move into a very quick pace, was willingly to the wire. 84, he'll move up off of that a little bit. I think JR's Rhythm's got this. He's going to make another move today. Look at the speed with the 5 thoroughbred fuel, Bluegrass Luck. If they can kind of come away cleanly, even J-Rock will force the issue. Things could set up nicely for JR's Rhythm.
Yeah, might get a real nice trip. I have him in my top 4. The 4 Lakai ran a bang-up race last out coming off the layoff. You hope he doesn't bounce off that effort. A real good second behind Tipsy Moose, who came right back to win. Lakai now 4 wins, 2 seconds from 6 starts here at Laurel Park. He's had a nice little maintenance 3 furlong workout since that good comeback effort. Caramanos will ride again today, so the 4 Lakai in good form right now. But I like your top pick, the 7 JR's Rhythm. You'll get a decent price there on that pick. The 4, let's take a look here at the 3 Miner's Quest. Talking about a fast early pace, that could benefit the 3 Miner's Quest. This horse, a closing sprinter, had a nice win last December here at Laurel Park to win that other than. Been trying this 2 other than in his last 4 starts. He was only beaten 3 lengths last out behind Tipsy Moose and Lakai. Weston Hamilton will get on for the first time today here. Weston Hamilton rides for Howard Wolfendale, so you get 5 pounds off with the 3 Miner's Quest.
I like him maybe a little bit better at 6, Stan. 5.5, just maybe a hair too short. And the way the track speed's been pretty good. I just think, turning for home, he just might find himself 7-8 lengths back off the pace. I don't know if he's going to be able to reel in this field, but I think he offers value underneath. But Lakai, no disgrace at all in that return race. Tipsy Moose ran huge. He came back. He only ran a 77. He probably bounced a little bit off of that race. But I think Lakai can move up off of it, especially 5.5. He must just have even a little bit stronger finish than at 6.
Oh, you brought up the fast track, and you're right. Last weekend we did have a very fast track. Not many closers won, and some trainers were chirping about it a bit. So it'll be interesting. To see if maybe a little different this week, or maybe it's the same and still a fast track. So we'll find out here soon enough. Nice 2 other than allowance race here in race 8 to kick off the late daily double. You have the 1 Concordia's Way in your top 3. Jevion Toledo will ride his horse. Last couple haven't been very good, but he is capable of better. Now comes into this race off about a 2-month freshening.
Yeah, he's a horse that's he's flashed some talent in the past. Last couple, okay, but a major excuse. You see the short comment, roughed up at the break, just put a line through that, but a little bit of break. This horse could fire well from just off of. He's got good positional speed. All
right, so very nice upper level allowance feature there in race 8. Let's take a look at race 9. We're going 6 furlongs, claiming 5,000 filly mares 3 and up. Haven't won a race in 6 months. Never won 4 lifetime. And I'll go with the 7 on the outside here from the Claudio Gonzalez barn. She Be Fierce, 5-2. We'll get a decent price. The 1A Party Rock will get bet in this race. The 5 Lenny B will get bet in this race. So I like the outside trip that the 7 She Be Fierce will get. She rallied from off the pace last out to win against Nickel 3 Life. That was back in February. She's been freshened since then. A bunch of nice work since then for our leading trainer, Claudio Gonzalez. He's 29% with a positive ROI with horses coming back off this kind of freshening. He gets Kevin Gomez to ride. I'll take a shot with the 7 She Be Fierce, a 3-time winner here at Laurel, looking for her 2nd win in a row. But maybe we haven't seen her since that last win, so maybe that's a little bit of a question.
And the other thing is she really hasn't really run that fast on a fast track.
Right.
So was that just kind of the muddy sealed surfaces, the one that woke her up out of nowhere? She runs that race 3 wide left lead driving. Now we haven't seen her. She's going to be a shorter price, somewhere in that 2-1, 5-2 range. I've got to go elsewhere. Going to use her in the pick 6. Certainly don't want to get beat by her, but I think Have Hope is a horse I've been kind of chasing around. You go back on the page, 4 races back in December. I just want to win. That's a good enough key horse for me. I think a little break is done well. Ferry's okay. He's fine off the claim. Like the position to the outside. I think she can make a move into it and maybe get a slightly better price and upset this race.
You get Toledo at a big price there on the 8 Have Hope, so I'm not going to talk you off that runner. The 5 we both like as well. Lenny B for Scott Lake just won the Nickel 3 Life here on March 9th on a fast track. Whistled that day by 3. now steps up to the next logical 4-life condition here. This horse might be part of your early pace chap. He might try to go right to the front like he did last time.
Like the way he took the initiative last time. Exactly, Stan. We like this horse at 3-1. I think you're somewhere getting that range today, but going to have to deal with the 1A Party Rock, part of the entry that stays in. That horse is awfully quick early. Don't know if I like Party Rock. You know, it's all or nothing type at the 6 furlongs. But I don't think Lenny B's going to want to let her get too far away. So have hope, sit just off of it. Maybe Northern Prancer, another one just kind of come from well back to make a run into it.
All right, so nice beat nickel there in race 9. Hope you're live in all your will pays going into race 9, especially that big monster 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6, biggest carryover in the country today. Let's show it to you one more time. It's over 295,000. That starts in race 4 for you today. Start getting your tickets ready now. Get some friends, play a big ticket. You can look at Keith Fusel's ticket. That's online on the laurelpark.com website underneath the handicapping section. So that starts in race 4. Get your tickets ready now for that big 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. All right, a week from tomorrow here at Laurel Park, Saturday, April 21st, we're going to have our Spring Stake Spectacular with 5 stake races. We're going to give away a Laurel Park travel tumbler on Saturday, April 21st. And we also have the tap party at the Jailbreak Bar at Laurel Park. We're going to tap the 2018 batch of the Pimlico Pilsners. That's all a week from tomorrow, Saturday, April 21st. 5 stake races as well. And the winner of the Federico Tessio gets a free ride to the Preakness. Winner of the Weber City Miss gets a free ride to the Black-Eyed Susan. Then you also have the Henry S. Clark, the Primonetta, and the Dahlia Stakes. We had a big worker this morning that's aiming towards that Express Bet Federico Tessio. Winner of the Private Term Stakes here in March at Laurel Park, VIP code at a big price when he won the Private Terms.
Yes.
He's aiming towards the Tessio a week from this Saturday. He worked this morning a half mile, very impressive work. He worked half mile 47 flat. Galloped out 5 furlongs in 59 flat. It was very impressive. We caught up with VIP Code this morning. Let's show you the work that he turned in here at Laurel Park. We'll show it to you now, just 8 days away from starting in the Federico Tessio. So he was a big price in the Private Terms. Probably not going to be that big of a price in the Tessio. Good-looking work this morning.
No doubt. He's a horse that caught my eye right off the bat. Phil has done a nice job. The horse can also turf, as evidence up in New York, but he can handle the dirt. Very, very effective horse, and I think he's got good position. You see him there, looks great. The coat looked awesome, finished up strong, and a good work for 5'8". So, VIP code. Good. Glad to see the locals, make an impact on this trail.
Yep, and still having fun. A 2-time stakes winner here at Laurel Park, still having fun. Expected to work tomorrow morning, so we hope that goes well, and looking forward to a good edition of the Tessios. That's 5 stakes, part of our Spring Stakes Spectacular, a week from tomorrow, Saturday, April 21st. All right, good luck today. The weather's beautiful. Come on out, jump in to our Rainbow Pick 6 carryover, starting in race 4. Dave Robin, he's coming up next with scratches and changes. Good luck.
Good luck.